for 16 drivers. How do you advance to the next round? Well, Kevin Harvick has done it with a win. A great points night for Austin Dillon. A difficult night for Chase Elliott, obviously, after being up front. Mark Truex Jr. also in that same mix. You see that the points are going to be an issue there. And it's very tight. 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, all the way back. Again, Ryan Blaney starting the night off with the 10-point penalty even before the race began. So, guys, the Southern 500, Darlington Raceway, obviously the throwback weekend, always emotional, always a lot of fun. But then, the finish of this race, drivers, awesome.
Yeah, I love this racetrack. I love the history. The Southern 500 to me is one of the biggest races of the year, and it seems to never disappoint. What an incredible finish again tonight. It'd be interesting to see if these hurt feelings go further into the playoffs. Two guys going for the win. Let's see how they handle that going into these playoffs. But what a fun night tonight of racing.
Yeah, the first race of the playoffs is always so critical because you just try to go in there and not make any mistakes, and some guys just didn't survive that. Some guys did have problems tonight. Ryan Blaney with the penalty in the bad race as well. And so, a lot of guys lost some of the point cushion that they had built up over the year. Chase Elliott, Mark Truex Jr., I'm sure they'd love to have that one corner back. But, it's not the end of the playoffs, but psychologically, it can really affect them teams and those drivers, their confidence, with only 2 races left in this round.
Well, Dale Jr., we talked all night about just how long the Southern 500 is, and it proved itself once again. A couple of the fast cars get together. Kevin Harvick survives, but if you look at the rest of the top 5, Logano recovers. Dillon is there all night. William Byron continues the hot streak. A top 5 at Dover, a win a week ago, a top 5 this week. He's climbed above the cut line. His teammate Bowman in 6th. Rick, I think what I learned tonight is that I can't wait for the next 9 races of the playoffs. So why not round out the first round with 2 more short tracks? What could possibly happen after the excitement of tonight?
Short track racing. And I tell you what was very cool right there. You saw Kevin Harvick, and a young fan was trying to hand him the checkered flag, and he has the Kevin Harvick T-shirt on, and Kevin said, "No, you keep it." He pointed to him and said, "It's yours." How about this? Very cool. He was going to give him the flag. Kevin Harvick said, "No, it's yours." There's a memory another memory that's made at Darlington that will never be forgotten. So a little bit more on the race. We'll go to Krista Kyle and DJ.
Well, right there you have a Kevin Harvick fan for life. And in Kevin Harvick's post-race comments, you could tell how much it meant to him to have fans at the racetrack celebrating with them. And we're happy to see that Dale Jarrett and Kyle Petty made it back here to the NBC Sports Studios. They were busy tonight, busy just like all of these playoff drivers. Kyle, at one point we thought it was going to be Denny's race, Chase, Martin. In the end, it's Kevin Harvick. There's a little bit of everything, but has Kevin Harvick just made an early statement that you're going to have to go through him to win this championship?
I think everybody already knew that. To be honest with you, you're going to have to go through Denny and Kevin. But once again, and they've done it all year long, they'll take an 8th place car and finish 3rd. They'll take a 10th place car and finish 5th. Today, they took a 3rd place car, at best a 3rd place car, and won the race. He and Rodney Childers find a way to make something from nothing. It seems like Dale Jarrett called the Xfinity race yesterday. Once again, the 3rd place car wins the race at the end of the race at Darlington.
Yeah, pretty amazing. I mean, there's just no give up in Kevin Harvick. He knows you race these races to the end. They continue to adjust. And, when you can have some good fortune and you've got a great driver and an outstanding crew, you put that combination together, it's going to be hard to beat. I don't care if it's 1 race or in a 10-race playoff scenario, they're going to be good. But is it just me, or does Chase Elliott find himself on the wrong end of a lot of these races at the end where contact is involved? He's done a great job of battling back, getting right there, but that's hard racing. I'm not putting a blame on anyone there, because I think, you're racing to win the Southern 500 there. Both drivers doing what they thought they needed to do to try to make that happen. Unfortunately, it cost both of them.
Yeah, we'll have to see if this plays into future weeks. Truex, by the way, taking stage 1 and stage 2. He took stage 1 based on a pit stop, getting out ahead of Chase Elliott. I guess you could say that was a little foreshadowing of what we would see later in the race.